Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. My cat is making noise. Okay. I'm sorry for any noises and also sorry for the lightning. It's terrible, I know, but I wanted to get this video done, so can take care of that, right? Anyways, where was I? My name is Yuki and I am a K-pop fan and a dancer, so I do lots of K-pop cover dances on Instagram. By the way, links will be down below in the description box. And this is the first video on this channel, so yay, I guess. Actually, I wanted to do some introduction kind of video thing as the first one, but I figured out that I wanted to get this video out, so I'll probably do that other video later on with all that background information about me. And by the way, I should mention it right now because I guess you already noticed it, but English is not my first language, so I'm not completely fluent, but I guess I'm good enough to make videos in English. But for any errors in pronunciation or grammar, please don't blame me. English is not my first language. I've got something in my eye. Wow, now I'm crying. See how sad this all is? Today I wanted to talk a bit about Road to Kingdom. And I guess most of you already know what Road to Kingdom is, but I thought that I should probably do a short summary because I know that I've been really confused over the past 2 episodes, and I guess other people are as well. Some people might even not know what Road to Kingdom is, what this all is about right now. So I'll get into this shortly and give my opinion on the show, on what happened until now, and then I will follow this video up with some other videos where I'm reacting and reviewing the performances, because as I said earlier, I'm a dancer, so watching performances is my favorite thing. And I saw that some people are doing reaction kind of videos to the whole episodes, and I thought to myself, I'm a dancer, I have a thing or two to say about the performances, so why not do that? And it's a great start for this channel because I really loved Road to Kingdom, I really loved Queendom, and I'm kind of looking forward to Kingdom. And before I go on talking so much nonsense, let's get into the basics about what actually is Road to Kingdom. Road to Kingdom is a survival show. I guess it's kind of a survival show for boy groups that is hosted by Mnet, and they invited 7 boy groups which didn't have their first music show win yet, technically, because actually 2 of the groups got their first music show win in late 2019, but I guess they were already casted for the show, so it would have been too complicated to cast 2 new groups or anything. And personally, I think that's totally fine, because the thought behind it is actually just to get underrated groups. Oh, there's my cat, Dina. And personally, I think it's totally fine to allow those 2 groups to participate, because the point is actually just to show off underrated groups. And just because they had their first music show win doesn't mean they're now totally famous. So I totally think it's okay that they still get to participate in this show. They maybe should have phrased it differently to not have this controversy, but overall I don't think there's anything wrong with it, so that's fine. All of this was inspired by the show that was aired in 2019 that was called Queendom, where they had 6 girl groups, that's what they're called. 6 girl groups participating to find out who's the real queen group. And it was so successful and people liked it so much that Mnet decided to do the same with boy groups. But this time they split it into Road to Kingdom and Queendom. And whereas Road to Kingdom is meant for the underrated, for the unknown groups to show off what they can do, like show their skills and maybe gain some more fans, Queendom will be the kind of sequel to Queendom, where they have more known groups, as well as the winner of Road to Kingdom, because Road to Kingdom is kind of the preliminary. So the overall winner of the show will get a place in Kingdom and compete there again. And there's another rule about like the last show, like the final round. The winner of this final round may actually go to Kingdom as well, but we'll see how that goes. So basically what we have now is Road to Kingdom, which is a preliminary kind of thing. And there are 7 groups participating right now, which are, oh god, I will read this because I'm afraid that I will forget anyone, because I always forget someone. Very Very, Pentagon, One Is, On Enough, TOO, The Boys, and Golden Child. All of them rather underrated, rather unknown. TOO actually just debuted like last month or something. And except for Golden Child and The Boys, none of them had their first win at a music show yet. Also, I feel like my voice is really bad right now. I'm still recovering from a cold, so sorry about that. But yeah, I mentioned Queendom earlier. So just to sum up Queendom shortly, it was like the hit last year. There were overall 4 rounds with different themes. Like for example, they had to cover a song of a fellow contestant, or they had to build groups, unit kind of things for vocals and dance. And the last round, the last theme was actually an original song. And they were all released on the same day, and the downloads were like counted to see who won. And from what I saw until now, I think the themes will be similar in Road to Kingdom, because they also have 4 rounds, and the 4th round will be the final round with again a original song, and I guess the same kind of voting, like the song that got downloaded the most is the winner song. And the themes that were done until now were their own song, like My Song, I think it was called My Song, and Song of King. But one thing that's definitely different, and they announced this in the first episode, is the elimination. Because in Queendom there was the rule, if one group placed last twice in a row, they would be kicked out from the show, which didn't happen. All of the girl groups moved on to the final round, and there were no eliminations overall. For the boys, there will definitely be 2 eliminations, one after the second round and one after the third round. So in the final round there will only be 5 groups. That's my cat again. God, okay. Another thing that seems to be the same as in Queendom is the way of giving points, because the points are combined for each round. Like in the end the winner will be the one who has the most points throughout all rounds, not just the last round or anything. And also, from what I remember in Queendom, they judged each other, like they did some self-evaluation kind of thing, but also they had an audience that was voting, and the boys also judged themselves, so that they vote who is best amongst them. But from the second round on, there will be a selected audience that will vote for the top 3 as well. The first group will have, I think, 10,000 points, and all the others will get points in proportion to how they were voted. So it's really hard to get what is actually going on, because it's really, what kind of voting system is that? But let's get into my opinions straight away, because I think that's the most basics that I need to cover. That's the show. And I'm not a huge fan of Mnet and their editing, so I don't know what to think of all this. Like, I'm actually excited for this show. I was excited from the moment I heard about it. I was even more excited when I heard that one of my favorite groups is going to be on there. But then again, it's Mnet. They had their issues with Produce 101. Why don't they learn about it? Like, I know this sounds really, really petty, but I didn't get why Mamamoo did win in the end of Queendom, because throughout the show, Oh My Girl was the leading one. Like, I was so excited for them to get the respect they actually deserve. And then, just because the final round was won by Mamamoo, Mamamoo won overall. And I tried to look up how that makes sense with the votes, and I couldn't get it. Like, maybe I'm just dumb, but I actually think of myself that I'm quite good at math and logic. So I kind of feel betrayed, and I'm a bit worried that the same will happen here. I mean, it's nothing new that Mnet isn't the best broadcasting station, and they do have some great ideas. I mean, the idea of Produce 101 is amazing, but the thing that they're doing with their shows is really weird, and the editing as well, like making drama where no drama is. I don't know. I think that's actually not necessary, because there are many fans who would watch the show just for the groups, just to see how they are supporting each other, just how they're interacting with each other. And sometimes I don't see why it's necessary to do the things the way Mnet does. Was that proper English? I guess not, but I hope you know what I mean. I'm just not a fan of Mnet's editing overall. Another thing that I'm not sure how to feel about is the rule about the elimination, because I like the rule in Queendom. Like, they gave everyone a second chance, but this time I see why. Like, I can understand that they want to size the contestants down in order to have it easier, but I like the mindset of the rule in Queendom where you had a second chance, where you were just eliminated if you got last twice in a row. I thought that was better for the mental mindset, like knowing you can go into the new mission with a free mind, like you can go ahead and do good, and as long as you're not last, you're safe. You're safe, you're good, you're fine. But this time, if you failed in the first round, you'll have this in your mind the whole time, and there might be the chance, even if you get first in the second round, that you still will be kicked out. And the other way around, if you did decent in the first round, you're still not safe, because it could be that the groups that are below you in the first round just do so great in the second round that you just have less points than them in total after all. And I do somehow get it, but personally I like the thought behind Queendom's rule a lot more, because it just seemed more genuine to have the girls showcase what they can and not have it too much as a competition against each other. This time around it's really a competition, and I hope that none of them takes it too seriously. Like, they still should have fun doing this, they still should like showing off what they can, and it's just petty of me, I guess, but I like the rule of Queendom a lot better. But otherwise, I'm really excited for it. I'm really looking forward to the performances, because they got some really talented contestants, and I'm really looking forward to see what they can do, especially because now they have a chance to try different concepts and try things they usually can't do or can't show off, and I really want to see that. So that's it for the basics kind of thing of Road to Kingdom and my personal opinion on the show so far, on the rules as much as I got them, at least. Like, I really don't understand the voting. I don't get it. So I will be doing some review kind of things of all the performances, and actually only the performances. Like, I won't go into the episodes at all. I did watch them, but I think I personally am more qualified to react to the performances than everything that's going on outside of it, especially because I'm a fan of Golden Child, but I don't know any of the other groups aside from Golden Child a lot, so I think it would be very one-sided fangirling about Golden Child and not paying attention to the others, so I'll just do the performances. That's what I know. And I will react to them. I will take notes on what I liked and what I didn't like, so I will kind of grade them, I will judge them, and I will make my own result tier list or something like that, and just see how much it actually differs from the real results, because I know for a fact that I do think differently about a few things, and I'm just curious to see how much it actually really differs. And I'm already totally stressed out about who's going to be kicked out next week, because today is actually the day of the fourth episode. Yeah, the fourth episode, which is the first part of the second round. So this means next week, Thursday, they will have the second part of the second round and the voting, and there will only be 6 groups left. So I'm actually wondering if it would be the same group that I would kick out as they did, because I'm just going to use a simple voting instead of that complicated stuff Mnet thought about. But more on that in the next video, where I will review the first episode. And in the first episode they only did the 90-second performances, like the introduction kind of thing. So that's next up, and then we'll see how this all will go on. No. So that's it for this video. If you liked it, leave a thumbs up. Comment down below, especially, do you watch this show? Do you not? Do you have a reason for not watching it? But if you're watching it, who do you think should win? Any favorites? Let me know what you think down below and tell me your opinions. There are so many questions, there are so many things I could talk about for days, I guess, but I'll stop here and let you talk a bit if you want to. Also, if you're curious for the next reviews, for the next videos or all, go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to post the first review of Road to Kingdom, like the 90-second performance, next week, I guess. In a few days at least. I don't know yet when exactly it will be up, but in a few days. So subscribe and hit the bell, then you'll be notified as soon as it goes up. And that's it for now. So have a great day, everyone, and